Need your opinion, guys. I need your opinion about something, guys. Read the below lines and tell me what my next course of action should be. Hello, this is my first post here, so I apologize in advance for any lack of format or chronology that hasn't been followed. In 2021, I got married to a guy who is 4.5 years older than me in an AM setup. During our courtship, we didn't meet a lot due to COVID and its restrictions, and we only started going out in the last 1 month of our wedding. That is June 2021. My then fiancé has a good sense of humor, but somehow he forgets the boundaries. I have been on the chubbier side since the inception of time, and in 2019 to 2020 I lost approximately 40 kilograms of weight. Due to COVID, I put on 5 to 7 kilograms as I recently moved back home, and due to the lack of activity. So he used to make fun of me by saying that my father thinks you resemble a gas cylinder, or my mother thinks you look like a sack of wheat. I didn't pay much heed to it since I know they were baseless comments. He told me one day that his mother thinks I am too fat, we should both exercise and lose weight. One day he told me that he's worried whether I'll be able to conceive after the wedding due to my weight. Since I had never dated any guy, nor actually had a lot of guy friends, I didn't know how to ask anyone about how to deal with it. I knew this is not the way to ask any one girl and is wrong, but I hid this from my family. Biggest mistake of my life. Cut short to August 21 when we were married for 2 months, and this guy started doing some side business with 2 of my BILs who are my first cousin's husbands, with whom I had a very loving bond. The business goes south, and they end up losing 1 CR because of my husband, but they owed my husband 10 lakhs as commission, which they never gave due to the heavy loss incurred. Whatever other commission from other dealings was there, we reinvested and lost. He claims my BIL tried to trick him, and he is the main person who is at fault here. They ended up having a tiff which is still not resolved, and the bond between my sisters and I has taken the hit to some extent. They're nice with me, but not with him, and don't entertain me with him around. After that, he lost his job within 2 months of our marriage, and that I got to know only when my FIL asked for his past 2 months' salary slip for tax purposes. We got to know that he lost his job 2 months ago. He somehow had savings and FD of 3 CR plus from his previous bonuses, which he dissolved without anyone's knowledge and traded all of it and lost. He started playing online poker and lost 8 lakhs plus in it. My FIL had given me 5 lakhs as security, and without my knowledge he accessed that and used them also to fuel his addiction. Somehow the family got to know, and they all lost it. I left him for a month to stay with my family and started preparing for my medical PG, as I had written it the previous year, as he had promised me to help study further, but later didn't talk about this with his family. I cracked the exam, got a government seat. Meanwhile, the counseling happened. We moved to Gurgaon for a new job he found, for which they didn't pay him. There he took a personal loan of 15 lakhs plus, had a debt of around 50 lakhs. One day when I was cooking, he came to me and told me that has eaten 1 whole pack of paracetamol and has tried committing suicide. Within 30 minutes he had hypothermia, and I am running from hospital to hospital to get some medicine/antidote for PCM poisoning. After I managed the situation, I called his family from Udaipur and Mumbai to take care of this situation. After that, they decided to sell some plot and pay for all the debts. I moved to Bengaluru for my PG. Here I was living with his family, who were not at all nice to me, as they were not happy about me deciding to live separately to continue my career. He comes to live with me there for 4 months, and even those few months I was stressed because he would constantly blame for things and not contributing much to the household. Somehow he leaves after 4 months, and I move to a rented accommodation. 2 months go by, and get to know that he has done some side business with another one of my cousins, and they have incurred a loss combining 11 lakhs. There was a lot of altercation between the two, and my cousin ended up coming to my in-laws' place to ask for money. They tried pinning it on each other's head, but rather they got physical, and my brother slapped him, and my husband tore his shirt. These are a couple of major incidents I have endured during my 3.5 years of marriage. My husband is impatient, selfish, unkind, short-tempered, doesn't maintain relationships, gives priority to only his family, trivializes me, and has put my safety at risk twice majorly. Once by sending me to get his watch fixed in some unknown market in Delhi which I had no clue about. It was isolated and I felt threatened, and it was majorly butcher shops. Second, when he threw that he may die in 2 years as he has seen his horoscope and wants me to consult an astrologist. This was on my birthday this Sunday, and started commenting that I don't care about him as I went for a blow dry after listening to this. So he coerced me to visit an unknown guy in an unknown area all alone. That guy gave me creeps as he caressed my palm while telling me that my husband doesn't satisfy me sexually. I have decided to put a break on my relationship as I really need to think what to make of it. Readers, kindly help and suggest. Thanks. Guys, please help a sister out. I am on the verge of mental breakdown. My family was aware of all this from quite some time. My parents have taken ill after seeing my condition, and I can't really divorce as I have a brother at home who is a special child. My parents already have his responsibility, and I don't want to burden them with legal proceedings.